Question 1. A SaaS company runs an Amazon RDS PostgreSQL database in one VPC. Clients from multiple VPCs need access. Requirements. Secure access without exposing the database to the public internet. Minimize management complexity. Ensure low-latency database access. Options. A. Attach elastic IP to RDS and allow inbound access from specific IP ranges. B. Use VPC peering between the database VPC and all client VPCs. C. Deploy AWS private link to expose the RDS database as an endpoint. D. Use NAT gateway and route client traffic through it. Correct answer. C. Deploy AWS private link to expose the RDS database as an endpoint. Explanation. AWS private link allows clients to securely access RDS over a private connection without internet exposure. Why not other options? Option A. Elastic IPs cannot be assigned to RDS instances and would require NAT, increasing complexity. Option B. VPC peering does not scale well with multiple VPCs, requiring many manual configurations. Option D. NAT gateway is used for outbound internet access, not for secure private connectivity. Question 2. An e-commerce company runs a multi-region web application with unpredictable traffic spikes. Requirements. Reduce infrastructure costs during low traffic periods. Ensure global availability and failover capability. Maintain performance for users worldwide. Options. A. Deploy EC2 auto-scaling groups with on-demand instances only. B. Use Amazon CloudFront with S3 and Lambda at Edge. C. Run a multi-region RDS database and use AWS Global Accelerator for traffic routing. D. Use EC2 reserved instances across all regions to reduce costs. Correct answer. B. Use Amazon CloudFront with S3 and Lambda at Edge. Explanation. CloudFront caches static content globally, reducing compute costs, and Lambda at Edge customizes responses at the edge. Why not other options? Option A. Using on-demand instances only is not cost-efficient during low traffic periods. Option C. AWS Global Accelerator improves routing but does not optimize infrastructure costs. Option D. Reserved instances lock you into a fixed compute model, which is not ideal for unpredictable traffic. Question 3. A large enterprise uses AWS organizations to manage multiple AWS accounts for different business units. Requirements. Centralized security control across all accounts. Enforce security policies and compliance standards. Minimize the risk of human error in configuring IAM permissions. Options. A. Use AWS Identity and Access Management, IAM, to create policies and manually apply them to each account. B. Deploy AWS Security Hub to manage IAM roles across accounts. C. Implement AWS Control Tower with Service Control Policies, SCPs. D. Use Amazon Guard Duty to monitor and prevent unauthorized access. Correct answer. C. Implement AWS Control Tower with Service Control Policies, SCPs. Explanation. AWS Control Tower provides centralized governance, and SCPs enforce security policies across all accounts in AWS organizations. Why not other options? Option A. Manually applying IAM policies to multiple accounts is error-prone and inefficient. Option B. AWS Security Hub provides security insights but does not enforce policies. Option D. Guard Duty detects threats but does not enforce security controls. Question 4. A global media company runs a mission-critical web application on AWS. They need to ensure that the application remains available even if an entire AWS region fails. Requirements. Minimize downtime in case of a regional failure. Optimize cost while ensuring high availability. Allow fast recovery with minimal manual intervention. Options. A. Use AWS Backup to periodically backup data and restore manually when needed. B. Deploy the application in an active-active setup across multiple regions using Route 53. C. Use Amazon S3 cross-region replication and rely on CloudFront caching. D. Implement AWS Global Accelerator to route traffic to an alternate region in case of failure. Correct answer, B. Deploy the application in an active-active setup across multiple regions using Route 53. Explanation: an active-active multi-region setup ensures zero downtime failover, and Route 53 can distribute traffic based on health checks. Why not other options? Option A, AWS backup does not provide real-time failover and requires manual intervention. Option C, S3 cross-region replication helps with data durability but does not provide compute failover. Option D, AWS Global Accelerator improves routing but does not replicate the application itself. Question 5. An online gaming company runs a high-traffic, read-heavy database on Amazon RDS MySQL. Requirements: reduce costs without sacrificing performance. Support millions of read requests per second. Ensure high availability and scalability. Options: A. Upgrade the RDS instance type to a larger size. B. Implement Amazon Elasticache in front of the database. C. Create RDS read replicas in multiple availability zones. D. Use Amazon Aurora instead of MySQL. Correct answer, B. Implement Amazon Elasticache in front of the database. Explanation: Elasticache reduces database load by caching frequently accessed data, lowering costs, and improving response times. Why not other options? Option A, upgrading to a larger instance is expensive and does not address read scalability. Option C, read replicas improve scalability but still require database queries, increasing costs. Option D, Aurora is highly available but may not be the most cost-effective solution for caching. Question 6. A software company runs a multi-tenant SaaS application on AWS. Customers access the application via a REST API hosted on Amazon API Gateway. Requirements: secure API access for different customers. Ensure that unauthorized tenants cannot access each other's data. Minimize operational overhead for authentication and authorization. Options: A. Use API Gateway resource policies to restrict access by IP address. B. Implement AWS Lambda authorizers with JSON Web Tokens, JWT, for authentication. C. Require API requests to include an IAM role credential for authorization. D. Store API keys in Amazon Secrets Manager and validate them using Lambda. Correct answer: B. Implement AWS Lambda authorizers with JSON Web Tokens, JWT, for authentication. Explanation: Lambda authorizers allow fine-grained access control based on JWTs, ensuring tenant isolation while minimizing operational overhead. Why not other options? Option A, API Gateway resource policies do not support tenant-based access control. Option C, IAM roles are complex for external customers and do not scale well for multi-tenancy. Option D, Secrets Manager is not designed for validating per-request API access. Question 7. A multinational company uses multiple AWS accounts for different business units. They need a centralized network strategy to enable secure communication between VPCs across accounts. Requirements: centralize networking for all AWS accounts. Minimize management overhead. Ensure high performance and low latency. Options: A. Use AWS Transit Gateway to interconnect all VPCs. B. Create VPC peering connections between each account's VPCs. C. Deploy AWS Direct Connect for private connectivity between VPCs. D. Use site-to-site VPN to connect VPCs over the Internet. Correct answer: A. Use AWS Transit Gateway to interconnect all VPCs. Explanation: Transit Gateway provides a scalable, centralized networking solution, allowing VPCs from multiple accounts to communicate without complex peering configurations. Why not other options? Option B, VPC peering does not scale well for large environments due to complex routing. Option C, Direct Connect is for on-premises connectivity, not inter-VPC networking. Option D, VPN over the Internet increases latency and security risks. Question 8. A media company processes petabytes of video data for real-time analytics using AWS. Requirements: process large datasets efficiently. Minimize storage and compute costs. Scale automatically based on workload demand. Options: A. Use EC2 instances with EBS volumes to store and process data. B. Use Amazon EMR with Spot instances and S3 as a data lake. C. Deploy a self-managed Apache Hadoop cluster on EC2 instances. D. Store data in Amazon EFS and process it using Lambda functions. Correct answer: B. Use Amazon EMR with Spot instances and S3 as a data lake. Explanation: Amazon EMR automatically scales and uses Spot instances to reduce costs, while Amazon S3 serves as a low-cost, highly scalable data lake. Why not other options? Option A. EC2 with EBS is costly and does not scale well for big data. Option C. A self-managed Hadoop cluster adds unnecessary maintenance overhead. Option D. Lambda is not suitable for petabyte-scale batch processing. Question 9. A financial company uses AWS organizations to manage multiple accounts. Employees need to access resources across different accounts securely. Requirements: centralized access management. Ensure least privilege access. Minimize operational overhead. Options: A. Create IAM users in each account and manage permissions individually. B. Use AWS IAM Identity Center, AWS SSO, with permission sets for cross-account access. C. Configure IAM roles in each account and manually assign policies per user. D. Enable cross-account access using resource-based policies for all services. Correct answer: B. Use AWS IAM Identity Center, AWS SSO, with permission sets for cross-account access. Explanation: AWS IAM Identity Center, AWS SSO, centralizes access management, allowing users to authenticate once and access multiple accounts with predefined permission sets. Why not other options? Option A. Managing IAM users in each account is complex and hard to scale. Option C. IAM roles help, but manual policy assignments increase administrative burden. Option D. Resource-based policies do not provide centralized identity management. Question 10. A company has an on-premises data center but wants to extend its infrastructure to AWS for scalability. Requirements: low latency and secure connection between AWS and on-premises. Ability to access AWS services privately. Avoid sending sensitive data over the internet. Options: A. Use AWS Direct Connect to establish a private connection. B. Set up a VPN over the internet to connect on-premises and AWS. C. Use AWS Storage Gateway for on-premises to AWS connectivity. D. Deploy an EC2-based proxy server to forward requests to AWS. Correct answer: A. Use AWS Direct Connect to establish a private connection. Explanation: AWS Direct Connect provides low latency, private connectivity between AWS and on-premises, avoiding internet exposure. Why not other options? Option B. VPN is cheaper but adds latency and relies on internet bandwidth. Option C. AWS Storage Gateway is for hybrid storage, not network connectivity. Option D. EC2 proxies introduce performance bottlenecks and complexity.